So, this is the master and slave brain explained, I guess, directly. Keep in mind everything at this church is fictitious. They tell you that everybody behaves in the baboon brain, and then they poison you with lead, destroy your halo brain, which is your higher thought brain, and then fucking tell you everybody behaves like a baboon, and then you believe them because you're an idiot that has a lead brain. And I mean an idiot because you drank lead. Nietzsche's master and slave of morality. You're going to find that this is why these people hate Karl Marx, because he talks about the bourgeoisie and the proletariat. Bourgeoisie being rich fucks, proletariat being working fucks. Master and slave. Nietzsche in works like a genealogy examines the historical development and origins of morals and prototypes of master morality and slave morality. Keep in mind, this is the guy that was like, nihilists have no morals. And then he goes, because he's nihilism for dummies, he is a nihilist. He then goes, throw out your morals and achieve your highest self. A complete piece of shit. The master morality originated in the ruling aristocratic classes. Its value, strength, courage, nobility, self-affirmation, good, associated with qualities of powerful, while bad simply refers to the common or the weak. Okay, so rich people are divinely moral, because they were born into it, and whatever they say is truth, when we actually know being rich leads into narcissistic and egotism, and they're allowed to be prideful and full of shit and lie to people. Think like Donald Trump or Elon Musk. Those people. Or divinely masterclass. Yeah. Slave morality arises from perspective or the oppressed and weak, but of the feeling of resentment toward the powerful. It inverts the values of master and morality, deeming the powerful and strong as evil and evaluating the qualities like humility, kindness, and compassion as good. Kindness, compassion, and humility as good. Now, do you honestly believe that because some rich entitled fuck like Elon Musk was born into wealth, everything's been easy for him his entire life, he's never had his metal tested in any way, he's entitled to everything, and only cares about himself, and does self-affirmation, which in this case means entitlement. You need to give it to me because I'm rich. Okay. Now in America, everybody's a slut for money, so you could argue that if you want to agree that you're a slut for money, then definitely Elon Musk is your daddy. And as far as courage goes, rich people aren't courageous. They just have a lot of money and they feel secure because they have money. It's not courage. Don't get those two things confused. They're cowards. So slave mortality. This entire thing, this is why these people are so fucked up in the head and why they just believe continuously hurting you is good for you. And then when they drive somebody insane or that person kills somebody or somebody acts out or they develop a mental disorder or they become mentally ill, they just call them weak. Okay? And they're all about that shit until it's them that's driven insane. And Nietzsche himself, believe it or not, if you look it up, he was driven insane. He eventually went crazy. And he went crazy because of how he thinks. He was a neurotic weirdo that drank lead. That's what happened. And that's what happened to the leader of this church. He's another guy that went crazy. Okay? And this is what happens when you think like that. You go crazy. It's an inevitability. And do you really believe just because somebody has blonde hair, blue eyes, they're better than you? Like, seriously? If you're at this church, you need to ask yourself that. Because remember, when the end of the world comes, it's going to be the blonde-haired, blue-eyed people in Utah, and it's going to be you out on your ass fucking drowning in the ocean. bad associated with the common and the weak. So you're born into poverty, you're disadvantaged, and this is a caste system assignment. You're born into poverty and you never go up. This is why the church doesn't pay out when you sue it, because it's against its own values. You don't get your money, you don't get to live a good life. That's not going to happen because we don't believe in that, because we're garbage people. And you don't need to look any further than this shit right here. This is why Nietzsche should be banned, okay? Friedrich Nietzsche should never be taught to anyone, ever. He is nothing more than an extreme, violent, stupid person who believes that the natural state of people is to be violent and stupid. And then instead of pointing out that all through society is cooperation and competition is the law of the jungle, he then goes, no, 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 no. If I poison you with lead, it destroys your halo brain, and then you become a violent, stupid person. Therefore, that is the natural state. And then you go, it is not natural to put lead in your brain. It's not. It's not normal. And if you find yourself codependent on LSD, like how these people put it in their chapstick and they microdose on it while they're speed running games, and they're like, oh, he's so disciplined, when it's not discipline, it's getting high on LSD so you can keep doing a task. Okay? It's the opposite of anything that we would conceive as great, good, focused, or oriented. Yeah, but this also explains why these people hate Karl Marx, and I guess why so many people in America hate Karl Marx is literally the aristocratic class values. It's not strength. The aristocratic class values its power. Okay? It's not strength, it's power. Strength is what you have when you're going against adversity. The aristocratic class doesn't have adversity, so they don't have strength. It's not a thing. Okay? You gotta get your words right. Good is associated with power, meaning as long as you're powerful, you can do no wrong. Which, as we know, these people can do plenty of wrong. They just don't care because there's no moral high ground. Because they get rid of it. Not because there isn't naturally. You, any normal human being, understands the difference between right and wrong. These idiots don't, because they have switched the conscious and unconscious minds and then drink lead. And drink lead. Like, okay. Okay.